something has been found under the mysterious ground of Oak Island, seeing which Riklaginina himself could not speak for a few seconds. The cameras were turned off, the crew was removed, and the Discovery Channel went silent. There was a strange silence on social media, and then suddenly, a leaked document on Reddit and Twitter changes everything. Now the question is, what did the team find? An old wooden coffin, a forgotten Templar tunnel, or the same thing that was being searched for centuries, the Ark of the Covenant? Something has been found that may not just be a treasure, but a big part of history. This time, it is not just about gold. Rick and Marty's team has discovered a secret underground vault. The thing found inside which has changed everyone's mind. Documents and blurry photos have been leaked and now the whole world wants to know, has the biggest secret of Oak Island been revealed? And the surprising thing is there were not only coins or jewelry inside that vault. There was something there that could be 2,000 years old and maybe even related to human civilization. So, if you think that the story of Oak Island is over now, then think again. In this video, we will show you the evidence, the pictures, and the revelations that can change the fate of Oak Island forever. Warning: get ready before you start watching the video because what is about to be seen is much bigger than you think. If you don't want to miss the next discovery of Oak Island, then subscribe to the channel now. The next update, the next excavation, and the next big revelation will be found only here. When the Oak Island team started digging this time, they did not find anything like before. In most of the excavations so far, only pieces of wood, old stones, or some old artifacts hidden inside the soil have been found. But this time, the matter was different. As the team kept digging down, they found a layer of solid stone, and that too very straight, with a structure that looked like it was made by human hands. This was not a natural stone surface. It was like a wall whose edges were clear and balanced as if someone had planned it and built it there. Riklaginina himself was present at this place. As soon as he touched that layer, the surprise on his face was also captured by the camera. After many years of digging, for the first time, he found something that looked engineered, not a natural geological formation. Now the question arose, is this really a vault? Is this a centuries-old secret vault in which something very valuable was hidden? The team slowly cleared away the layer of stone and removed the soil in front of the entire wall. And as the entire part became visible, everyone was surprised. This wasn't just a wall. It was part of a larger structure. And as the rest of the walls became visible, a square room-like shape started to form. The stones were perfectly level, placed close to each other without any cement, just like ancient civilizations used to build buildings without mortar. By now, everyone was holding their breath, and then one team member noticed something on the surface of the wall. He took out a torch, and in the light, it became visible. There was a slightly raised mark on the stone wall. Slowly that mark was cleared. And then what came out shocked everyone. It was a cross, but not any ordinary cross. It looked like a Templar cross. Now the story got more exciting here. Stories of the Templar Knights, the secret warrior group that protected sacred treasures in the Middle Ages, have been going on for centuries. And there has long been a theory about Oak Island that the Templar Knights hid something here. Perhaps something sacred like the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail. But until now, this was just a theory. Now, for the first time, a symbol was found in the excavation that directly points to the Templars. And it wasn't just a symbol. It was carved very carefully, as if it was a secret message. Some people believe that it could be part of an ancient map, while some say that it is a warning, like a danger sign. Rick looked at the symbol very carefully and simply said, if this is really a Templar symbol, then we have gone too deep. Now, this entire discovery has not yet been publicly revealed by Discovery Channel. But the little footage that has come out has surprised conspiracy theorists and historians around the world. Imagine if this vault was built by the Templars, what could be inside it? Is the sacred treasure whose stories have been passed down for centuries really buried here? Or is this just the beginning of the mystery that lies beneath Oak Island? As soon as the stone wall and Templar symbol were found in the excavation of Oak Island, There was a stir on social media. But the real storm came when some blurry pictures were leaked on the internet. Someone uploaded 4 or 5 photos on Reddit and Twitter, and that too from the excavation site. The pictures were a bit blurry. Maybe they were taken in a hurry or someone had used the camera secretly. But one thing was clearly visible in those pictures. A round shiny metallic object. That thing was not a stone nor a piece of wood. It had a strange reflective shine as if it was polished metal. And the surprising thing was that the thing was placed inside the ground in a very organized manner. It did not seem that it had reached the naturally. Someone had placed it there. People started speculating. Some people say that this could be some ancient artifact. Maybe a sacred urn or a shield or the sacred container mentioned in many old books. Some Reddit users even said that it could be alien tech. By the way, some strange markings were also visible on the edge of that object in the photo, like symbols or some old language. But the quality of the photo was not so clear that they could be read. Discovery Channel or Legina Brothers have not given any official statement about this. But the way these photos have been leaked and are going viral, it is certain that something big has been found. Now the question is, if these photos are real, then what is this object? And an even bigger question, if this thing is so special, then is it being hidden from the world? The mystery of Oak Island is getting deeper now. Rick Laginina's role in the Oak Island excavation has always been at the forefront. Whether a clue is found or a new dig begins, Rick has always been the one who speaks openly, shares theories, and motivates the team. But this time, things were different. When the vault opened and the first glimpse of that metallic object was taken, Rick's face changed. He just stood there silently without saying anything. The crew members and Marty were also looking at him, but Rick seemed lost in another world. After about 1-2 minutes of silence, Rick said just one line. "What is inside will change us." That's it. After this, Rick neither spoke to the camera nor said anything in any interview. No excitement, no speculation, nothing. Now the thing to think about is, why did a person like Rick, who talks for hours on every small artifact, become silent after saying just one line on such a big discovery? Did he see something inside that was frightening? Or was that thing so sacred or mysterious that it did not seem appropriate to speak about it? Some people on Reddit are saying that Rick has been silenced deliberately. Some also believe that he himself did not understand what he saw. That's why he started thinking. Marty also said after seeing Rick's condition at that time, "I have never seen Rick like this before." This is the first time when Rick's body language, his eye movements, and his silence were telling a story themselves. Now the question arises, has Rick discovered some big secret? Has he seen what ordinary people cannot see? The biggest story of Oak Island is probably hidden in that one line of Rick's, that what is inside will change us. And maybe it really has changed. The excavations at Oak Island have yielded a lot of things so far. Pieces of wood, old tools, and some strange ceilings. But the thing that came out this time surprised everyone. Some ancient coins. Yes, as soon as the team started removing the soil around the vault, some small round objects were seen there. At first, it seemed that maybe these were some old buttons or pins, but when they were cleaned, the real truth came out. Those were coins, and something was written on them. As soon as Rick's team looked at them carefully, they found out that some Latin words were engraved on them. On one coin, something like SPQR was written, which is considered to be the official symbol of the Roman Empire. Now the thing to think about is, how did Roman coins reach a small island in Canada? Did any European or Roman explorer really reach here? Or was it some secret group like the Templar Knights who brought these things and hid them here? Some historians believe that these coins could be 2,000 years old. That is around the time of Christ. And if this is true, then the excavation of Oak Island is no longer just a treasure hunt, but can become the biggest archaeological discovery in human history. Discovery Channel has not yet given any detailed information on these coins. But in the leaked photos, a human face is also visible on one of the coins, perhaps of an old king. Some people on Reddit have even compared that face to Julius Caesar. Now the question is, if these coins are really from the Roman Empire, Then how did they come here? Is Oak Island just a place of treasure or a meeting point of ancient civilizations? These coins have started a new debate. And perhaps the real mystery of Oak Island is now just a little far away. The excavation of Oak Island is no longer limited to just the treasure. Now we are talking about that period which we have been reading about only in religious texts and old stories, because the artifacts found this time are not of any ordinary treasure but are pointing to sacred history. The team has found some objects inside the vault that look exactly like biblical relics, like a small golden box, symbols embossed on it, and some round stone disc-like things around it. Some people say that this could be the Ark of the Covenant, the same sacred box in which, according to the Hebrew religion, Moses kept the orders of God written on stones. It is said that it had divine power and anyone who touched it could die. Now you think, if the same thing is really buried under the ground of Oak Island, then what does it mean? Rick and Marty's team has not spoken directly about these artifacts, but in the blurry pictures that have been leaked, one thing looks like a golden box on which there are some branch-like handles on both sides. And this description is exactly the same as the one given for the Ark of the Covenant. Some people are saying that perhaps this is the reason why Rick is silent, because this thing does not belong to any one country or team. It is related to the entire humanity. Now the question arises, is Oak Island a treasure place or a hidden religious place? If the Ark is really here, then this discovery can change the direction of history, religion, and science. Whatever it is, Oak Island is no longer just a show. It has become a mystery that the whole world wants to solve. Excavation of Oak Island has always been a private project. Rick and Marty Laginina and their team have been running it for years. But this time things have been a little different. A leaked government file on the internet has caught everyone's attention. An unknown user on Reddit posted a photo which looks like a government document. It read in bold, "Subject, Oak Island, top priority confidential site." There were some more lines below, but they were either blurred or deliberately cut out. Now, as soon as this document went viral, there was an uproar on social media. People started raising questions. If Oak Island is a simple treasure hunt, then why is it a top priority confidential site? Did the government already know that something big was hidden there? Some users said that the language and format of the document was real, while some said that it was leaked by someone from the inside, perhaps a member of the excavation team who did not want to remain silent. Now, another thing to note. Over the past few weeks, some new faces have been seen at the excavation site. White SUVs, satellite phones, and security-type people who don't appear on camera, but are always around. Is all this just a coincidence, or is the Canadian government or some big international agency really involved in Oak Island? Now, Rick and Marty have not responded to this leak, but there have been sudden cuts in the excavation footage from their team, and there is no longer open discussion like before. So, now the question is Oak Island no longer a treasure trove? Are governments now controlling this place? And if yes, then the question is, what did they see that is being hidden from the world? As the excavations at Oak Island go deeper, the mysteries get more complicated. This time, when the team used ground-penetrating radar, GPR, the scan that came out blew everyone's mind. Not just one vault was found inside the ground, but a whole network of tunnels, pathways, and some such paths that are directly connected to each other. These are not natural caves. All of these seem to have been made by human hands. Absolutely straight lines, bends at equal distances, and in some places even marks like stairs. Rick Laginina himself said, "This is not a random tunnel. This is a network built with planning." Now the question arises, who built it and why? Is this tunnel system of some ancient civilization? Or did the Templar Knights really build a secret storage system here? Some historians believe that such tunnels were not built just to hide treasure, but they were built to carry messages, escape routes, or for security. And this thing exploded like a bomb on social media. Someone posted blurry pictures of GPR scan on Reddit. And then what? There was a flood of theories. It started trending on Twitter. Oak Island alien tunnels, ancient tech buried beneath. Some people claimed that the metallic object seen inside the vault could be an alien device. One user even said that the magnetic field of that object was much more than human metals. Dozens of videos were uploaded on YouTube in which sounds are being heard. Underground humming sound is being described, and some have even reported it as a light flicker. Now the question is Oak Island really just a treasure trove, or is this place part of some ancient advanced civilization or extraterrestrial contact? Some theories say that these tunnels were not just for hiding, but for connecting, like an ancient internet, where secret information was carried from one place to another. Rick and Marty have not said much about these tunnels yet, but they do admit that what we have seen through GPR is just a glimpse of the surface. The real secret is still buried inside. So now the question is not what is there in Oak Island. The question is, how much is hidden, and why was it hidden? And if there really is alien tech inside the vault, did the governments know about it beforehand? This secret can now be not just of history, but of the entire human civilization. The Oak Island excavations have always been shown candidly on the Discovery Channel. Whether it was an old nail or a piece of wood, everything was telecast with wide camera angles, interviews, and reactions. But this time, something different happened. In the new episode, the team reached the vault. The excavation intensified, and the atmosphere became very serious. The body language of the camera crew, Rick and Marty, and the rest of the team, made it clear that they had found something very special. But then suddenly the scene was cut off. In the next scene, the team was just talking softly to each other and nothing was shown clearly. Neither the metallic object nor the entire inside of the vault. Nothing. People could not believe it. Questions arose on Reddit and YouTube. Did Discovery Channel remove the footage itself? Did someone tell them not to show censored content? Some former crew members, on the condition of anonymity, said that some scenes were removed due to outside pressure. Now, who is this external pressure? The government? Some secret organization? Or Discovery's own policy? Meanwhile, another shocking thing came to light. A mention of an old book. A researcher has claimed that a rare book published in the 1600s has been found which mentions a place named God's Locker, which is hidden under an island near the sea. It is mentioned in that book that this locker is not an ordinary vault but a place built to hide holy powers. And the most shocking thing, the structure of the island shown in the map of that book is exactly like Oak Island. Now connect this whole matter. Vault, metallic object, Rick's silence, and now this rare book. Is that God's Locker? The vault of Oak Island? Did the Templar Knights really recognize this place centuries ago? Some historians believe that the Templars hid the holy relics in places where only selected people could reach to protect them from the eyes of the world. And Oak Island is probably one of them. Now, the thing to think about is, if Discovery Channel has really been censored, then why was it done? And if that book is true, then is there not a treasure hidden on Oak Island, but a power related to God? This story is no longer just about excavation. It has become a story of the conflict between history, religion, and power. And as this secret gets revealed, perhaps Discovery Channel will not get permission to show more things. As the depth of the excavation at Oak Island increased, more strange incidents started to appear. But what happened this time shook the entire team. During the excavation, when the team came closer to that secret vault, the behavior of some workers suddenly changed. One or two people became silent. Panic started appearing on someone's face, and then 3 people left the excavation in the middle. Now this is not a common thing. The Oak Island team has been working at this place for years, and most of the workers are very experienced in such a situation. Someone running away in the middle of the excavation, that too, without giving any specific reason, clearly shows that there was something that was frightening. Some people say that while digging near the vault, strange sounds were heard, like a buzzing sound or a distant whisper. Some also said that a strange smell started coming from the soil, which was never felt before. One worker even told his friend, "Brother, there is something there that does not want us there. I am not feeling well." And after a few minutes he left the site. Now the thing to think about is, was it just fear in the mind, or was there really something that it could not tolerate human presence? Rick and Marty did not say much about this, but the tension was clearly visible on their faces in the camera. It seemed that they too had realized now the game has become bigger. The mystery of Oak Island is no longer limited to just the treasure. Here those things are coming to light which perhaps humans should not have touched. Everyone was surprised to see the structure of the vault discovered in the excavations at Oak Island. Usually whatever tunnel, wall or structure is found in such places, it has become weak with time, covered with soil, broken or half-fallen. But the vault found this time is something of a different level. The walls of the vault are made of stone, but so close, so equal that it seems as if they were cut and installed by a machine. No cement, no trace of mortar, just stones, one above the other, perfectly balanced. And there are such cuts and shapes on the walls that cannot be made with ordinary tools. Some archaeologists who are associated with this excavation are themselves confused. They say this kind of construction style was not possible with human technology in that era. Now the question is, has this vault really been built by humans, or is it the gift of some other very advanced civilization? Some people are saying that this could be the work of Templar knights who were way ahead of their time. But some researchers believe that this could have been made by people who are not mentioned in history. That is a forgotten or hidden civilization. Some conspiracy theorists are even saying that this could be extraterrestrial involvement because the patterns and designs seen in the vault do not match human logic. If all this is true, then Oak Island is no longer just a treasure site, but has become a civilizational mystery. Rick Legina also once said, "These things tell us that we may have to rewrite history." And perhaps this is the reason why every time something big is found, the team becomes silent. Because this is not just a treasure. Perhaps it is something beyond the limits of humans. So what you have seen so far was probably just the beginning. The excavation of Oak Island started as a simple treasure hunt. But now it has become a story that involves history, religion, science, and conspiracy. Everything. A secret vault whose walls are beyond human understanding. A metallic object that is probably thousands of years old. Some symbols that are directly related to the Templar Knights and the leaked photos. The silence of the government and the censorship of Discovery Channel. All this tells that something very big is still hidden. That one line of Rick Laginina, "What is inside will change us," is no longer just a dialogue. It sounds like a warning. Is Oak Island really God's locker? Is there something hidden here that is sacred for all humanity? Or is this just the surface? The real game is deeper now. The excavation has not stopped there. Marty recently said, "We have just opened the door. We have yet to go inside." The meaning is clear. The next dig, the next season, and the next truth might be the one that will rewrite history. So, if you don't want to miss the next part of this mysterious discovery of Oak Island, subscribe to the channel.